Fog Football back again, and we have got another match review, guys. We're looking at the English Premier League. It was the early kick-off, of course, yesterday. It kicked off with a 3-0 victory against Burnley for Manchester City. But today, Arsenal, who are most people expecting them to be the biggest title challenge to Man City, I'm not too sure. I think Liverpool look quite good, especially with their midfield. I don't know if Caseido's going to happen, but you know, they've brought in McAllister. They've got already a lot of dead weight in there, like Milner, Henderson. Maybe not so much Fabinho, but let's be Milner and Henderson. Two jobbers, man. Liverpool need a bit of, fresh air in there, and it looks like they're going to get it. But Arsenal, they started this game off strong. Forest, you look at their team. I mean, it's an alright team, Forest, but when you've got Joe Worrell and Scott McKenna at the back, that's when you know it's a great wee team, brother. You've got Sergio Aurier. I mean, it's a solid team. Of course, they signed Matt Turner as well from Arsenal, so it was interesting seeing him back. But I tell you what, the first goal for Arsenal is absolutely quality for Martinelli. So he wins it. He starts doing all these dummies, flicking it up in the air, and then he runs, does the El McGeady spin. The McGeady spin. Quality. And then he just puts it on a platter to the big man, Eddie Nketiah, who obviously some people would have been very sceptical today of Eddie Nketiah starting for Arsenal, but then he put it away, deflects off Worrell. So Brendan Johnson, he really should have scored just before this, but he didn't. I mean, it's not even on target. It's not like there was far too much height and it was just wide. So it's just one of those shots that is really, really doing nothing for anybody, guys. It's just one of those shots that is absolute pish, and it really is one of those chances that they should be putting to bed, Forest, if they're to expect any sort of hope in this game, in this league. Well, I'll say any hope. Like, of course they stayed up last season, but you know, your strikers need to be taking these chances away, or at least like the bare minimum, get it on target, man. For me, there is no excuse not to get it on target, man. It really ain't. And as we're doing this, as I'm recording it, Rangers have. But yeah, it doesn't matter about Rangers, man. This is an Arsenal review. I'll say it doesn't matter, but of course it matters for Rangers, man. But I'm multitasking. I'm watching the game and I'm reviewing this at the same time. But where did we get? Brendan Johnson missed that chance, and then Saka, man, absolutely lovely for Bukayo Saka. Cuts in from the right hand side, lovely bits of intricate play for Arsenal, and he just puts it in the top left hand corner. And yeah, I mean, what a talent Saka is. Arsenal fans will be hoping that he stays forever, and Arsenal see out the first half 2-0. I think 2-0 is probably the fair reflection. I mean, apart from the Brendan Johnson, whatever his name is, Big Brandon. They didn't really do much. Into the second half, Arsenal was a bit dead. I mean, I think the only really concern of note in that second half really was Timber getting took off for Arsenal, which obviously ain't a good omen. It's not a good look. Your new signing getting subbed off, it looked like a knee injury, and of course we know that knee injuries can be bad. I thought Rice, I mean, he could have made it 3-0 as well with one of his shots, had a bit of a quiet game, if I'm being honest, but at the end of the day, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, guys, isn't it? It is the way the cookie crumbles. Declan Rice, he could have put it into the back of the net, but it's a decent save for Turner in turn. But then it's just a counter-attack out of nowhere. Elanga finds Iwania, whatever you pronounce his name, man. I'm not actually too sure how you pronounce his name, but he puts it into the back of the net. And then Arsenal's a wee bit nervous. Few chances after this. Saka gets a lovely wee flick, but nothing is quite direct on target, guys. But that's where we're going to leave you here with for Fog Football. Check out later, we're going to have a Rangers game up on the channel. Check out my channel for the Rangers game, and we'll also have a review of St Johnstone and Dundee as well. Not St Johnstone, Dundee, Ross County, St Johnstone. So yeah, till next time, peace.